Hi, it's me again, Andre. How are you today? I hope you're well. Today I'm going to talk about the topic called What Happened When You Struggle. I'm going to take the passage from the Bible that is quite famous, you probably already know, about when Peter and Jesus walk on water. But I'm not going to talk about what Peter did, but I'm going to talk more about what Jesus did to his disciples. So I'm going to take from two Gospels, Matthew and Mark. So this gospel complement each other, and with this short time, I'm going to try to explain to you as best as possible so you can have a clear picture of what is taking place during those times or what's happening to those disciples at the time. I'm going to read to you first from Mark chapter 6 verse 47 on the Amplified Bible. It said, boat was out in the middle of the lake. So it's about 5 kilometers, 3 miles or 5 kilometers. So based on this, you know that I have three things that we should know. First, the distance from the land to their boat was quite far, which is 5 kilometers. And the second, when was this taking place? It was 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock at night. What is the significance of 3 o'clock? Brothers and sisters, 3 o'clock is the time that is the most darkest time of the day or the most darkest time of the night. So 3 o'clock in the morning, it was the darkest time of the night. It's very dark. And the third one, you all probably know that the disciples were struggling or the disciples were having difficulties on the storm. So all these three things that is happening, what is actually happening? What did Jesus do? We're going to read for you from Mark chapter 6 verse 48 from the New American Standard Bible. It says here that verse 48, seeing them straining at the oars, for the wind was against them, at about the fourth watch, 3 o'clock in the morning of the night, he came to them, walking on the sea, and he intended to pass by them. So seeing them, so when the disciples was having problem, when they were struggling, Jesus actually watching them. So in the most darkest time of the night, when nobody can see them, Jesus can see them. Whatever this trouble that you're going through right now, maybe right now you're going through the darkest time of your life. You feel you're in the darkest place, you're in the darkest time, where nobody knows what is happening to you. On the outside, you look happy, you can smile, but inside you are struggling. You're having a suffering, you're having difficulties, you're having troubles in your life. And you feel like nobody knows you. Nobody can see what you're going through right now. Nobody understands what you're going through right now. You're in the darkest time. Nobody knows you. Nobody can see you. You even feel God cannot see you because it's so dark and He's so far away. God is actually watching you. And He's not just watching you and condemning you. He's not just saying, see what happened when you are far away from me? He's going to walk over to you. You see, just now we know about the 5 kilometers distance. That means Jesus is walking 5 kilometers. You know, it takes normal person, it's about 40 to 60 minutes to walk of 5 kilometer distance. So can you imagine the disciples were maybe in 30 minutes, in 40 minutes, they were struggling. They cannot see anybody. They don't know where they are, and nobody seems to be able to help them. And the help never come for such time so long. I just want to tell you, maybe right now you feel like your help is not coming to you. It's like, so where are you, God? It's so dark, I cannot hear you. You feel so far away. When is my help come from? Where is my help coming? I'm telling you, it's on the way. It may take a while, but it's on the way. And you know what happened on the next verse, on the Mark chapter 6 here. On verse 50, we all know that when Jesus walking and they saw Him, they thought it was a ghost. Maybe they were drunk because of seasick. You know, they were about to throw up, and it was dark, and it was so much trouble. They cannot see clearly what's there, and they see, oh, this is not God, this is ghost. But you see what Jesus said here? Look here. Verse 50. He said that. But immediately he talked with them and said, take heart, I am. Stop being alarmed and afraid. The word here, I am, in the Amplified Bible, I am. The same word when Moses asked the Lord, who shall I tell you? Who shall I tell them who you are? And God said, Jehovah said, I am that I am. Jesus here saying the same thing. He said to them, take heart, calm yourself. I am. Stop being alarmed and afraid. And you know what happened next? When Peter was walking and suddenly drowning, quickly, the verse says here in Matthew chapter 14 verse 31, instantly Jesus reached out his hand and caught and held him, saying to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" I remember the verse from the Psalm chapter 37, 22 and 24. It said, the steps of a good man are directed and established by the Lord when he delight in his way. And in Amplified Bible, he said, he busies himself with his every step. That means God is busy with your every single step. He's busy watching your every single step. So when you're struggling, when you're going through difficult time, the darkest time, He's watching you. And then He said, though you fall, though you fail, He will not be utterly cast down. God will allow you to fail. God will allow you to fall, but it will not be utterly cast down. That means you will not be so collapsing and cannot move anymore. Before that happen, before you drowning all the way, before you cast down, He says He's gonna reach out to you and catch you and say, Lord, I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna uphold you. So wherever you are right now, whatever experiences, struggling that you're going through right now, you know what happened. God is watching you. God is coming over to you and say, it is me, don't be afraid. I'm going to hold your hand and I'm not going to let you drown. No. I hope this short message can be a blessing to you, and see you in the next video. Bye.